If they laugh too hard, what happens? They get redder. If they cry, they get redder. If they get mad, angry, they get redder. If you slap them upside the head, knock them down on the ground, they get redder. Read it again from the top.
The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom.
So we're talking about the Edomites. Give me the third verse.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
So it said that they would dwell in the caves. Who's that? The Caucasian man. Who's that? The so-called white man.
Whose habitation is high.
It said that their habitation would be high. We're looking at it. The highest in the world.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
It said that they would be in a status of power that they could say, ain't nobody bringing us down.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
the Most High said their emblem will be the eagle. Who is that? The proof is the facts are bearing out themselves. If we was in court, you devils are condemned.
And though thou set thy nest among the stars.
So who's going out there in outer space with the outer space program? The so-called white man. So who are the Edomites and Esau? The so-called white man. Who's the wicked? The so-called white man. Now give me Isaiah, the 34th chapter, and let's find out if that's a curse that's on him. If that's a curse that's on Esau. Isaiah, the 34th chapter, 1 to 4.
Excuse me, when will I be able to ask you another question?
What?
When will I be able to ask you another question?
Yeah, you can hold on a minute. You'll be able to ask me a question.
What verse?
1 to 4.
Okay. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein the world.
The Most High want everybody to know what he's talking about, because what they talking about ain't happening. What he's talking about, his prophecies is going on in this earth.
And all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
The Most High's anger is upon all the nations because they brought us down. Because all the nations brought us down. The dark nations brought us down first. We wind up with the so-called white man here in the end of this thing. So we're going to put them all in captivity. We're going to put the white man in captivity, the African, the East Indian, the Arab, all of them in the captivity.
And his fury upon all their armies.
And the Most High going to have you tied up in war, and you're going to get the hell blown out of you. You're going to lose your power.
He has utterly destroyed them.
And he's telling you what he's going to do in that war.
He has delivered them to the slaughter.
You so-called white people are being delivered to the slaughter along with the African, the Arabs, the Chinese, the East Indian, the Japanese, all nations. You're being delivered to the slaughter so that the nation of Israel might rise up and gather you stragglers that's left from the so-called white man and the stragglers that's left from the African and the Arab and the Chinese and the Japanese and put your ass in chains. And you stragglers are going to bring back the ones of you that died. Reincarnation, your spirit dwells in here. It never dies. Your body is what died. Your spirit don't die. Your spirit, after your body dies, your spirit come back into your family line as a baby in one of your family lines. That's how it works. So ain't nobody gonna miss this captivity. Ain't none of you so-called white people gonna miss this captivity. Kennedy gonna be a slave, so you can understand. Robert Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, they're both gonna be slaves.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
And the government's going to be covered with your blood. Come on, read a little faster now.
And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
And all your leaders going to be dissolved. That's your host of heaven. All your power going to be broken.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Now it's talking about the natural heavens. Shall be rolled together like when they drop an atomic bomb. The clouds roll like a straw being rolled up.
And all their host shall fall down.
And all their hosts, all your rulership gonna be broken. All your power gonna be broken. That's what it means, all your hosts shall fall down.
As the leaf falleth vine,
like a leaf falling off the tree in the fall.
and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Most High's sword is going to be bathed in your heaven. This is your heaven, you devils, you dumb so-called white people. You in your heaven now, your kingdom. And you getting ready to go in hell. While you been in your heaven, we've been in hell. Now it's your turn to go to hell along with the other nations. Hell is captivity. That's what hell is. Heaven is rulership.
Behold, it shall come down upon Edom.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is the Greek word for Edom. Your scholars try to be tricky. Instead of putting that in English like they did all the rest, they left that in Greek. Edom. Who is it talking about? You so-called white people. That's why the scholars know the truth. That's why they did